Welcome back to another reaction video brought to you by One Mind Syndicate. I am your host Gersh1, and today we're going to be reacting to The Raptor by Pontus Ryman. Upon viewer request, you guys asked us to do a reaction video. We don't really normally do these. These are only done when something really badass comes out, especially if it's like community organized or community based. So we're going to be reacting to this that you guys have requested us to do, and also obviously check it out for yourselves. The link is going to be down in the description below, or up above there's going to be an annotation, react with me, so that we can both talk about this awesome fan animation. Now, from what I remember from our previous reaction videos, you guys like for me to watch it, give like my expressions and stuff, but don't actually talk about it until after the video has played. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's watch The Raptor. I like the details. Crotch shot. That looks badass. Oh, an orc. That's awesome. Again, linking down in the description below to the full video. Subscribe to Pontus51's YouTube channel, and then I'm also going to put a link to his art station. He has other stuff on there too, so check that out. Now let's talk about this awesome fan animation. Right off the bat, well, other than the fact that you see the Aquila and you see the little words, basically just talking about the Emperor and how the Emperor was supposed to arm his Space Marines as like his best warriors, which is awesome. Great initial flavoring of the video. But the thing that like makes it so 40k and the theme really just like oozes like the grim darkness is the fact that you have the candles and then the incense that's burning, and like you have that behind a backdrop of just sci-fi like wires and chains and stuff like that, and that is the theme of 40k. Like whenever people who are not 40k fans talk about 40k, like the one thing that's important for them to understand is that this is sci-fi, or not sci-fi, it is science fantasy. There's like a mystical element to the science that is being used in 40k. So great job flavoring the whole thing. When he's walking towards the platform, off to the side, you have like a little statue of a dude holding his bolter. I forget what the Reavers have. It's not an actual bolter, or it's a different type of bolter. But that's pretty badass. It would have been even more badass if that was a chapter serf, so an actual living person that every time a Space Marine comes into that area, he has to kneel. That would be badass instead of having it be a statue. Because that's the one thing about Space Marines is that chapter serfs are a thing. I think that there are more chapter serfs within like a fortress monastery or a battle barge than the lore or that like most people portray. So we have to remember that all of these people are neophytes, or they're recruits that didn't make it through the process of becoming a Space Marine, so they have some type of deficiency, but they themselves are like servants and they are looked down upon by most Space Marine chapters. I don't know about the Raptors. I can't remember what their beliefs are as far as how they treat their serfs, but it would have been really badass if it was a live human being. Still, great little, extra details that you put in there, but yeah. And then it's funny because you have the Adeptus Mechanicus, like he's probably like a Tech Magos or a Tech Priest, which is cool. But another thing about that is that I think it's normally chapter serfs or servitors that help the Space Marines into their armor. And again, that goes because that the reason that normally happens is because there's a separation between the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Astartes. So there is an autonomy that has to be maintained because of what happened during the Horus Heresy. So having a Tech Priest inside of a fortress monastery or on a battle barge, I wouldn't say is like out of the ordinary, but I don't think it would be for every single Space Marine. Like I think maybe a Tech Priest would be there just for the chapter master or something like that. And then this guy doesn't seem like he's anything special because of the armor that you're going to equip him with. Now, the Black Carapace armor that he has, that's really badass. Normally what I see, because there was a fan animation called Inquisitor, I think, and it showed like a Grey Knight getting armored, basically. They did a really good job of doing or showing two servitors help the Space Marine into his Grey Knight power suit, which was really badass because the servitors, like you see how they're basically lobotomized humans, and then what that showcases, or I think he wasn't wearing Black Carapace. The Black Carapace was actually mounted onto the armor, and it was underneath his skin. You actually do show the Black Carapace, which is cool, because it is just like black rubber. Another really cool detail that you put in there is that you gave us the actual, you basically dated this fan animation by talking about the type of armor that the Space Marine was about to receive, which is Intercessor armor, making them Primaris Marines. I thought that was really cool. And then you added this little detail where it says Tech Priest Link, Machine Spirit status, connected. I think it would have been really badass because that kind of showcases like the Machine Spirit is supposed to be like this sci-fi, but like sci-fi mystical element, like it is the soul of the AI. It would have been cool if instead of saying connected, it said alive, like or something like breathing life into what we know as AI, but what the the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Space Marines believe, it would be the Tech Marines, believe to be like mystical, like it's alive. That would have been kind of cool. But I love that you gave the Intercessor, or you gave the name of the type of armor. Because these guys are Raptors, and the lore behind the Raptors is that they're supposed to be basically like scouts. Like not a chapter full of scouts, but like the way they actually go out to battle is they prefer to kill their enemies from afar. They still get into close combat, but I like to think of them as kind of like in Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. I forget the main character's name. I think it's just Snake. But that guy, that is what I see a Space Marine from the Raptors chapter being like. Very sneaky and very like he's gonna kill you from afar. You're not gonna know that he's even in the area, or just the vaguest sense. So having, instead of Intercessor armor, having Reaver armor, that would have been kind of badass. Oh, and then the jetpack. You don't normally see the jetpack within fan animation, but that is an important part, and that's something that we often don't talk about, I guess. Getting a purity seal, that's cool too, because you have a background. The armor itself is like damaged. He's getting a purity seal, so you know that this Marine is not just any old Marine. He's been through stuff. And then you had him fight an orc, which was awesome, and then him just shooting off the stuff. All in all, this is absolutely amazing, and you guys should definitely check it out, and show this guy some love, because like I said, the video itself only has 56,000 views. It deserves more. And let him know One Mind Syndicate sent you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little reaction to this awesome fan animation. If you guys want me to react to anything else, please comment down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Oh, I guess this was my sweet